Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another StarCraft 2 broadcast. My name is Ahnaris, and today we have a Protoss versus Terran on the map Scrap Station between Weekend FOU and Rainbow Razor. So pretty exciting matchup today. Rainbow Razor, actually I've seen a lot of his games, very skilled Terran player. I think I've even cast a couple of them, so you can check my channel down there for that. I don't remember exactly who he faced off against, but they were good games indeed. So here we are today on the map Scrap Station, which is one of the original ladder rotation maps here. Not a lot of people like it. Some do, but still, it's not one of the preferred maps, although you do see that in tournaments still. Hoping to see those GSL maps actually make it into the ladder rotation. I saw a thread on Team Liquid about that. I definitely like the idea, as new maps breathe life into StarCraft 2. Definitely was that way for StarCraft 1, so hopefully it will continue to be the same. And actually, I had a little question for you guys. I didn't want to make a whole video about it because it's not that big of a deal. Well, actually, it kind of is. But I was thinking I'd like to expand and do more things other than StarCraft 2. And not like, you know, make tons of videos non-StarCraft 2 related, but like the Melee games and the use map settings. I've got an idea for a series where I want to make called like Do This, Not That, StarCraft 2. Where basically I just go over different things that I see a lot of common problems and show how to fix it effectively and easy. But I'm kind of wondering, like, what else would you guys like to see on the channel? Like, be it StarCraft 2 Melee or what? I don't know. I mean, you guys are the viewers, so you guys should tell me what you want to watch. What do you come to my channel for? And what do you want to see more of? So leave a comment down below and let me know exactly what it is that you would like to see, etc. And I'll see if I can do some adjustments here, because, like I said, StarCraft 2 Melee is awesome, but I would like to do something else every once in a while, like maybe something once a week or something that's just, you know, completely different and changes the pace up a little bit, something you guys might look forward to. And I may even decide to do it on a particular day and time, you know, something you guys can expect to see at like Friday, 6 p.m., Ahnaris wearing pants or something like that. So just let me know. Nice macro there by Razor. Took out that probe very quickly, and let's see what the build orders now that we've gotten a couple minutes into the game here. Pretty standard opener from the Terran player, actually throwing down a factory. The very first structures they threw down, you could pretty much go into anything with that. You got the 10 depot, 12 racks, 13 gas, 15/16 on the orbital command. Protoss throwing down his second geyser here, so, you know, something we do see a lot of times on this map are early aerial base plays, because the two bases are so darn close to each other. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did see that from at least one of these players. Both of them right now are taking up a little bit here. Protoss not quite so much so, but he does have the gas to definitely follow that route should he want to. He is getting a sentry right now. Also up here in the Terran base, we do have a factory just about complete and a second barracks. So he may be looking to do a kind of an early push-ish. He's getting that reactor. That's another kind of sign that he's going to be doing some sort of early to mid harassment. You know, the thing is, though, it's such a long run distance between the two bases. It can be cut short by destroying these two sets of destructible rocks, but it's something that nonetheless can be easily scouted and dealt with, especially if one of these players controls the xel'naga watchtower, which the runtime between this tower and a base is pretty long. So if you were holding this tower, unless they decide to go through these rocks, you've got plenty of time to prepare for whatever it is they're sending at you. Stargate going down for the Protoss player. See, Weekend is also throwing down a second gateway while currently boosting out his warp gate technology. Wants people to get that out as soon as possible. Terran throwing down a bunker here as well. Nice thing about the bunkers, man, you know, there's a couple different things they can do, but most importantly, defense, and they're refundable. I mean, I know I've said that before, but still, I love the fact that you can make those and you're not locked into, you know, having lost that money for good. There goes that probe right there. Now, the probe is going to see that bunker, and a couple different things. He did see the reactor. I think he did. Yeah, he saw the reactor, so that's going to be key in giving the Protoss an idea of what exactly is going on. You see how he scouted that reactor, he saw the bunker, so now he's probably thinking there's going to be a push sometime, a marine-heavy push, so he is throwing down a third gateway in response to that. Going to try to get out a few additional units here. Also has this pylon, going to be able to keep an eye on the expansion and be able to warp in additional units from the backside of the ramp in case he needs to do some sort of attack with dealing with siege tanks. Weekend looking to come over here, maybe try to catch this off guard. There is one tank Problem is, though, this is a pretty melee-heavy force. You got these two zealots, man. Once they're gone, I don't really count the sentries. I mean, they do damage. They do 6 damage every 1 second, but they're just so fragile. They're great support casters, but they're not something you want to count as being the DPS in your force. It's just, you know, you're not in a good position to win type thing. So the Terran does have 2 siege tanks here. That'll help out a lot when dealing with the Stalkers. Also, the Marines, very high damage output units. They're pretty weak, though. That's one thing you do have to watch out for, especially since he does not have the combat shield or stim upgrades. That's not a good thing. But he is using these primarily for defense here, which, you know, I would say right now is the best thing, considering he doesn't have stim. It's about 50% complete, but he is also focusing on getting a starport here. Maybe some medevacs, maybe some Vikings, maybe trying to tech up to any number of things here. 2 Void Rays are coming into position for the Protoss player, just hanging out between the 2 bases. Want to be able to catch anything that he can off guard. Also, a 3rd one is on the way. So we see he is pretty darn strong on the air, not so much on the ground. Looking at the units tab, 3 Void Rays, 1 Stalker, 2 Sentries, 4 Zealots now. There's that pylon. So the Terran does indeed know about its position. He will be able to move out. He might anticipate an attack here. But the thing is, there's no units within visual range of that SCV. So he knows it's there, but he's probably not thinking it's going to be an immediate threat. I.e. the next, like, 15 seconds. Oh, party time! Now, he still hasn't turned on a warp gate yet. Shame on you, Weekend. Shame on you. No, that's okay. A warp prism is on the way. I do want to point that out. That's going to give a couple different strategic opportunities for the Protoss player, not the least of which is a mofo drop. Mothership photon cannon drop. Yeah, probably not going to have that. Certainly not a practical build, but lolsy nonetheless. On a more serious note, he is actually using this to apparently drop a probe over here and take the expansion. Now, this is an expansion that could be a little bit of a risky move for the Protoss player if the Terran decides to come out here and try to expand there on his own. Of course, having the higher maneuverability with the buildings, able to lift off that command center from his base and put it right there, that could leave it open to an attack because the Terran would know about it relatively early. But it's all going to come down to what the Terran actually does here. You know, you can sit here and discuss the possibilities, but in the end, what we have here is what's actually going on, and that is the Terran player is deciding to attack the rocks and push toward the Terran base, or the Protoss base. Meanwhile, this Void Ray group is actually trying to take down the starport, allowing the Raven to go past. Protoss not really going to be able to do anything about this at this point. You know, the Void Rays would just get annihilated by the Marines. Combined with the Raven there, throw down some auto turrets, that's just good night for that base. But it's important to note the Protoss was able to take out a large number of key structures here. This command center is going to be going down. The SCVs were able to escape, though. So we're having a base race here, as Terran definitely has the higher firepower. Probes are also loading into the Warp Prism here. Good idea to get those away, leave these forces, you know, heck with it. Zealot isn't going to do a whole lot of good right here anyways. He was able to load up some of these right here with the Void Prism. So, you know, now the Protoss is out here finishing off the base, and you're not having a lot of excitement from actually unit-on-unit action, but it's really funny to watch this, watch these base trades. I mean, you know, they happen, I'd say 1 out of every 12 to 15 games is a base trade that I've seen, and I actually do end up watching a lot of replays every day, and they're always pretty darn lowsy. Oh! There goes a medevac taking the Marines to their death. I mean, it was just pick up the Marines, alright, beeline for the Stalkers, okay, we're done, good night, bam. So he is making 2 gateways over here, and also capping both of his guys. Are going to try to get his economy going here. SCV still hanging out, and a couple supply depots here. Void Ray is looking to take those out possibly. Let's take a look at the units tab right now and see, 26 Marines, 1 Raven, 5 Siege Tanks against 5 Zealots, 5 Void Rays, 3 Stalkers, so a pretty balanced Protoss force. The problem is, though, these Marines, they are going to be the game changer for the Terran player if the Protoss decides to defend. They can chew through those Void Rays. And Protoss isn't really going to be able to do a whole lot in terms of ground, simply because of the siege tanks. You've got 5 tanks there, nice and tight, nice wide range of fire right there. Into the line for the minerals, you see actually the SCVs doing their thing right there, all trying to return at once. And this, what's with this Raven noise, man? I guess he's on a patrol. Yeah, he's on a patrol right there, not moving at all. It's kind of funny. Good stuff. Those Terran pilots do know how to have fun. Supply depot is being taken out by the Void Ray here. As Protoss continues to tech up, he's not getting any gas right now. Really, what does he need it for? There's no reason for him to get that. And I think he actually makes it a habit of turning one gateway into a warp gate and leaving the other one. I think he's doing it on purpose. I don't know, just to bug us or something. But he does have these 4 Void Rays. Forgot the 5th one is over here. Still doing his thing. Trying to see if he could do any damage to the mineral line here. Not going to happen, though. Plenty of Marines. Now, note that they still don't have the stem upgrade. The tech lab and the barracks were taken out prior to the completion of that upgrade. Using that auto turret from the Raven. Pretty good thing. Making that energy earn its keep. I mean, you're sitting on 200 energy. Why not, right? There's nothing else he can really do with it. Point defense drones would be utterly useless against Void Rays. So Weekend choosing to throw down a Stargate here. Probably going to have to transfer some probes to gas if he wants to start producing units. He does have a nice little stockpile. And looking at the Terran, 65 out of 35, he does have a pretty decent amount of gas as well here. Looking at the production tab, he is once again trying to get that stim pack upgrade. Also, orbital command upgrade is on the way. Going to be working off of Weekend's old base. As we're having a little bit of dancing back and forth, just trying to see if the Marines can catch the Void Rays a second or two before they head back out of range. Don't think that's going to happen, though. He is patrolling very close to the edge. He's unloading that War Prism there, trying to get some damage. Again, not going to happen. You do see one Void Ray completely lost its shields. No upgrades for the Terran player or the Protoss. Not really surprised at this point in the game, though. Again, another auto turret. These things last forever, man. They last for, like, seriously 3 minutes. I mean, you might as well just throw one down here. And considering it's essentially a tech race right now to see who can... Well, all right, we're getting a fleet beacon here, ladies and gentlemen. Weekend going to be going one of 2 routes. Mothership or carriers. He's got 1 Stargate, and I don't think a 1-base carrier build at this point in the game would be super effective, but... I mean, hey, we've already seen a base trade. So hey, what's another wonky build added to the mix here? Void Rays are forced to run away by the missile turret. Good placement on that. He's got good coverage. Void Ray is trying to exploit any weaknesses he can find. Again, the Terran player really hungered down here. He's got the mobile defense with the Marines and the Raven. He's got the static with the siege tanks and the missile turrets. And he's got all of his tech structures piled up over here on the left side, where there is no coverage, but that's okay, because he really doesn't need it. Now, looking over here, he's continuing to build out the probes, trying to get his economy going. About 560 to 760. That's the mule in play right there, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking it up about another 150 or so. Does have a 6th Void Ray now, as a Warp Prism does head out. It looks like he's going to lift off that probe and take it down somewhere. Note that this pylon is still here. Terran player sees it. He's going to go take that out. Just bringing a few Marines. Don't want to overdo it. Want to leave the majority of them right here. Again, the mobile defense. I like how he has 2 turrets there now. Bringing out a Viking. Apparently he's going to throw down another starport. No add-ons for that first one there. Using the Void Rays, again, trying to pick off the Marines. If he can just pick them away, let his shields regenerate, rather. And, wear down the Terran before he really has an effective defense, then Protoss could take this game. But notice right now he's building a mothership. Now, there's a couple different options he'll have for that. He could always Vortex the Marines or the siege tanks, land his forces, and then just be right on top of them. He could do a recall. He could rely on Cloak, take out the detection, or come in right through back here, where the Terran player is still using his energy for the SCVs. Or the mules, rather. But notice that Rainbow Razor has established an expansion at the high yield. Protoss has dropped his own down here at the 6 o'clock position, guarded by the destructible debris right here. So Terran's probably not going to see that or be able to do anything about it anytime soon, but he is transferring over several SCVs. Want to be able to get out mining on that expansion as soon as possible. Now he has 3 Vikings here ready to do some damage, as we do have a little bit of lag here. Not sure what's up with that, but we're just going to keep going with it. Apparently, Vikings are loaded with lag missiles. Do extra damage to StarCraft units. So there's that mule dropping down. His economy is really going to be taking off here, folks. I gotta say, Terran is in a good position right now. He's got the Vikings really able to push back those attacks even more. Base is just about mined out here, so good timing on transferring all those SCVs down. Has a couple of them just kind of sitting here, not a lot going on. Automaton 2000 kind of inconspicuously hanging out with the rest of them. He can blend in. He's a champ like that. As we have a mothership just about complete. Void Rays are currently 7 in number, just about 8. Riding the bottom of the barrel for those chrono boosts, man. And Justice has come on the northern island here, and a scan immediately thereafter. That kind of ruined the plan for any sort of surprise attack with the mothership. Alright, well, Protoss is going to have to rethink his strategy just a little bit, as the element of surprise is now out of the equation. Expansion's looking pretty good. We can see from the economy, definitely in the favor of the Terran player. 26 to 25 harvesters. Having to use a lot of those chrono boosts, and 4 probes who aren't mining. Warp Prism just dropped those off and had the rally to go back immediately thereafter, so probably going to expect to see that done in just a minute or two. He is using this mothership to come out here and, I guess, look for anything that may decide to come over and harass him. Not... I generally don't. When I have a mothership, I don't like sending it out by itself unless I have some sort of strategy where I know that it's not going to be coming under any fire whatsoever. But that is not the case here. Weekend using it to scout around the area between the two bases. These Vikings over here, man, you know, these pilots, they're just foaming at the mouth. They see that mothership and they're just like, yes, please send that mothership our way for the love of all that is holy. The Vikings coming over here doing a little bit of damage to the Void Rays. Going to be pulling back, though. No, a direct engagement of that type is not going to work out very well in the Terran's favor. It's because the Stalker's there. And also the mothership coming over here now, getting dangerously close to that turret. What's going to happen here? Uh-oh! Vikings see it. They're going to try to take it down. Dangerous close to it. It's dead! And now we have a recall at the very last second for the Protoss player. Marines coming over here doing a ton of damage. Void Rays are just getting obliterated, though, as the siege tanks are picking off the Zealots, charging over here at the bunkers. This attack did not go well for the Protoss player at all, folks. He just got rocked. Vikings took out the mothership, knocked out that element, and siege tanks absorbed, or the bunker absorbed the aggro for the Zealots, allowing the siege tanks to get free shots, and the Vikings just finish off the Zealots. So that's going to be that game, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you did enjoy that unique base swap / mothership play. And yeah, going to try to record some more games here today. Make sure you leave a comment down below, like I said earlier. Let me know stuff that you want to see in the channel, etc. And yeah, I'll try to meet the needs of the masses or something like that. I don't know. Here's a biscuit.